Okay. So we want to talk about the logistic. Growth. Okay. Now, if we have a constant growth rate, that's like a compound interest, where you gain a certain amount every month, a certain percent of what you've got. So the more you've got, the more you gain, so that you have an exponential growth, and hopefully you spend some time on that in your calculus course. Okay? If not, you'll nail it here, but that's the background that I kind of expect here, okay? And if you didn't do compound interest in algebra, and then didn't do it in pre-calculus, and didn't do it in calculus, you're terribly deficient, and it's a good thing you're here, okay? I mean, I started thinking about compound interest when I was 11 years old, okay? You know, I got a bank account, it has $3 or $4 in it. And also, I had very high functioning friends. I mean, one of them went to the National Spelling Bee, another one beat the heck out of everybody and everything, including he was a sub 420 miler. Oh, yeah. And a good guy. I worked with him a couple of summers in the steel mill. In my parents' innermost circle, there's a girl who scored identical to everything I scored on all the tests, which is fairly high. And we all finished in the top 10 in a big county in any kind of competitive test, okay? So, you know, I had that unusual experience, which kept me going. I had people to compete with who were better than I was, okay? Or at least as good. So, you know, with that background, naturally I was going to think about this, okay, because people are talking about it. If your friends aren't talking about it, you're probably not going to think about it. You know, the advantage to being around smart people, okay? Makes you smart. I'm really pretty dumb, but you know, it made me smarter to be around them. Yeah, yeah. And of course, then when you have a culture where everybody blows off their tests, and, you know, and this is, of course, at the time of the space race when the Russians put up Sputnik and stuff like that. Okay. So we had another friend who was a smart guy, and he was a little bit overweight, so we called him. What did we call him? I guess we called him Sputnik, because Sputnik was round. And he's kept the weight off. You know, he's still around, and you know, back when I go back. Okay, so anyhow, little stuff. How anybody cannot understand compound interest if they're over 12 years old is beyond me. In the schools, really, you know, and you have courses. Dang it, you have courses in personal finance. It's not, you know, what's the name of that course? Everybody gets it in high school. You got to take it, and nobody gets it. You probably can't even talk about compound interest and compound growth, which is the foundation of any kind of investment, lifelong investment strategy. What in the world are people thinking about? Now, I'm going to start this one over because I went off on a big tangent, but I'll probably post it.
Okay.